Hi everybody, it's July 17th, 2025. What I've come to realize is that from a young age, I've always been humble. I may have made rash decisions and made bad decisions and let people down, but I've always been prone to be humble. And so as I got older and I gained more competence in the things that I do in my life, whether they be small or big, I never really had a problem with a big ego. And as I grow older, the concept of barbecuing my ego is a term that I like to use and like to reflect upon and practice periodically. It's not really a big problem. Like I said, I'm mostly humble, but there's a great sense of gratification when it comes from partially in good nature roasting myself by pointing out my flaws and telling myself to remember the times when I was struggling. If I'm in a great point in my life, tell myself to remember the times when I didn't have even half of what I have now, and just to remember that, and to remember when I didn't have anybody in my life and when it was just me. I remind myself of that. And what this does is it makes the air around you more loose. You can walk around and smile, and you are less paranoid. You know, when you start to feel a little bit too proud of yourself, you're paranoid that somebody's going to come along and pop your balloon, or someone's going to see a flaw in you and you're going to see it too, and it's going to make you feel bad about yourself. So when you get to feel a little bit too proud, you're like teetering on a rickety ladder per se. But if you barbecue your ego from time to time, you really won't lose anything. You won't lose your confidence for one point. Your confidence will just be more natural, and it'll be stronger, and it will support you and get you over the fence proverbially many times. But having confidence and being too proud with a bigger ego are two different things. So yeah, and so once you tame your pride and tame your self-image, you get to see the truth in many respects, because there will be people may not speak by themselves, or they may, but it's very slick how people will try to get you to kneecap yourself. Like, I don't have, and that's another issue. People complaining about other people and worrying about what other people think about you is very much a waste of time. But the tricks that come to snip at your spirit are very slick. Like, somebody will say, "Oh, he thinks he's so tough now," and that's not because they don't think you're tough and they think that you're pretending. That's because they're saying exactly what they don't want you to become, or they don't want you to realize that you are. Because they see the goodness in you and the meekness in you, and so they say, "Oh, he thinks he's so tough now," and by saying that and knowing your meekness, you're going to criticize yourself and bat yourself down, say, "Oh, I don't think I'm tough. I think I'm soft. I think I'm a sheet in the wind. I could be knocked around." Because you're used to not having an ego. So they'll say you think you're tough, and so you deny that you're tough, and then you'll stay, and then you retreat back into trying to appease them by being weak. You see how that works? They'll say exactly what they don't want you to realize that you are, so you stay away from it longer. They try to impede you. And I'm not talking about any particular person or people in general, but of the spirit. These are matters of the spirit that they try to keep you down. So be wary of people that compliment you and degrade you at the same time, because they're trying to keep you from realizing what you exude and what you are. And so by barbecuing the ego periodically, consistently, you get to clear out the pride from your eyes, and you get to see the truth, how things operate. And that's been a great helper for me. And also by discarding unnecessary ego, your aspirations become cleaner. They become more pristine, and you'll be more able to visualize them, because when you have ego, you see a lot, and it's distracting. You want this, you want that, you're going to do this, you're going to give money to this person. But once you are clear of too much want and too much needing, you get to say, no, to be successful, I need to have the freedom to do simple things that I want to do consistently. I don't need this much. I just need it to be this way. It's not about the amount per se. When you get clearer, it's about how you want things to be in a certain way, in a certain organized, or how you want it built into your life, and how you want it to function with the other parts of your life. Not about overcoming a poverty of sorts or a lack of sorts. It's more about adding to your experience in a way that complements you and complements your peace and complements your progression through life. So I'm not saying you shouldn't be proud and that you shouldn't have confidence. I'm just saying by trimming your ego is a way to see the truth of yourself, of your life, of your experience, and to be a help to others, and to see and to visualize what others' words mean to you. When you have too much of an ego, it's like the words come through a fog, and they could take on the shape of things that they are not. But once you are clear of too much pride, you get to see words, visualize words, and what they mean to your spirit and what they mean exactly to you. And by defining them, you could take a challenge and avert it, or you could take an opportunity and take advantage of it and add it to your spiritual practice. So I hope this helps. Thanks.